So for this project we are going to tape first, measure, cut, apply the inner metal in the fenders, and then paint any bare metals, drill afterwards, and we still have to paint some of the drilled holes, and then rivets, and we install the flares. So I started putting the rear tire rim and the spacers. How big is the spacers? 25 mm spacers. Every lug and bolt has been lubed with NTCs to ensure that it will be much easier whenever we take it out. But as you can see, it's really rested on this part right here. So we'll have to probably cut like most this part, all this arch here. So the main problem with this Subaru Forester 2015, that generation, is you have a bumper right here. That is one part, and then you have the fender, and then right away it is your door. So compared to the Impreza, you have at least a bit of the quarter panel, but this Forester, it's the door right away. So we gotta chop out part of the quarter panel for sure, and part of the door. And also, not only the door, but you have the quarter right here behind it. So it's door and the quarter. Some places I think we can pull off to just kind of roll it. But yeah. So now we decided where to put the fender flare. Taped it, put it each dot for the holes for the rivet, and we have to cut here on the fender flare because the door opens. It has to come with the flare along, and here, well, it's too much, so we're gonna decide to cut it probably, or we're gonna try to install it like this first before cutting it to see if it's okay. But so far so good. We're gonna cut before the blue line because the cutting disc has an amount of metal that's gonna take out a width. So we're gonna cut less than the blue line this way, so to make sure it's okay. So as you can see, I'm wearing a mask, glasses, and even earplugs, very important. So the other fender has been cut right here. Holes are drilled. So there you go. Alright, so we started installing the rivets. Just be careful when doing the front bumper and the rear bumper. Those plastics from the rivet to the plastic bumper is very fragile, no matter, and it kind of ripped. So I had to use Gorilla Glue to hold it. Otherwise, we have painted the metal surfaces, and we also put some silicone in between, well, not between, but I mean on the paint parts to give it extra protection. And then we also, like the double, there's also two metals on the fender, two metal parts, well, not two sheets of metal, sorry, on the fender and on the door. I'm just gonna show you here, you see. So there's two metal sheets, so we're using silicone to just like fill up the gaps. Same thing for the arch here on the passenger sides, but otherwise looks not bad. I'm just gonna cut this fender, the plastic fender, inner fender right here, to give it some more space. Alright, so we got almost done, just trying to mold most of the fenders flares using a heat gun. I tried to mold it right here. It's not perfect, but you know, it's not so bad. And the car looks great, you know, looks very, very nice. We're just repainting that flare right here, but otherwise it bolts on. Very nice, the back. For the final steps, I'm trying to mold the fender flares using a heat gun. So finished it, and it's all dark right now. Worked almost 10 hours on it, but the results are very nice.
Oh, you came and tucked your